Hey, what up? This is Solo, and I'm on the G-Way with Hip Hop Zone Global.
Yo, 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 this is DJ DC, and this is the G-Way, brought to you by Hip Hop Zone Global, where we bring y'all the livest artists, entertainers, and everything in between. And today, we got the homie Solo, but I'm going to let him holler at y'all a little bit. Go on, holler at him, Solo.
What up with it, y'all? Solo, just kicking it and shit like that, I guess, man.
That's what's up, that's what's up. Well, man, give us a little bit about your history. You know what I mean? How did Troy become Solo?
Oh shit, man, that was a journey in itself, man. I remember rapping back in the lunch tables and stuff. I mean, you gotta remember, I'm 32 years old, man. So half of the cats you see on the YouTubes and whatnot, I'm older than them. So I've been doing it a little longer and whatnot. But back in the, just the lunch tables and whatnot, and then got into high school and shook hands with some really cool people and all that stuff. And he was like, look, man, I'm going to call you Solo. And I'm like, why you call me Solo for? Like Han Solo and Chewbacca? He's like, no, bro, because you're always doing your own thing. And you're always by yourself. And I was like, all right, bet. So it just took off from there. And from there, it evolved into Solo Atari. And the Atari came from the fact, I had a gamer patch, and that's what my bike riding friends called me, was Atari. So kind of mashed it together.
Yeah, that's real live. That's real live, man. What was life like in the military, man?
I mean, it's same old bump and grind, it's Groundhog Day. You pretty much do the same thing every day and whatnot. I had it pretty cushy. I was a comm dog, so I didn't have to go out to the field a lot or anything. Set up telephones, you call home. We used to run a lot, and it helps that we ran a lot because that allowed me to build up my lung capacity for rapping and stuff like that, man. I find it a lot easier to get in front of the mic and just do stuff spur of the moment versus have to think about it. With it, able to breathe a lot easier.
Okay. So that being said, that had a lot to do with influence your project Street Marines, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, that had a lot to do with it. I drew a lot of an inspiration from the things that I would think about while we were on runs and whatnot. Other things that I tapped into my life. I mean, there's a track on there. It's called D&D. I love Dungeons and Dragons, man. Like, big fan and whatnot. So I tapped into that. I think a lot of people said that they were messing with my Smoke song I put out on there too a little bit. That was pretty cool. So, but yeah, no, I mean, everything in my life has influenced all my music so far. I was always told, like, don't make music that's not real to you. Speak about what you know and not what you want to pretend to be. Unless it's rich, then fuck yeah, act rich as hell, dude. Like, you feel me? Like, I ain't playing boy, I ain't hating. Just,
Yeah. Man, how did you link with the FPC, and what's the difference since you've been collaborating or a part of the crew?
Through mutual friends, really. I mean, like, we got friends of friends, and I happen to be dating one of them. And I've been pushing it off, thinking, I'm in this, this is somebody, and I don't really want to mess with it or whatnot like that. And come to find out, it's been a good decision. I mean, hell, I pumped out a song after 10 years of hard work and labor and time. I pumped out a good song. That was the Pouring Liquor. That was probably one of the best bangers that I've put out so far. We've got other stuff, like I've got one coming out now here in a little while called Push Slide. That's a fucking outright banger. I mean, Straight Marine speaks for itself, so, I mean, the quality of music has improved and stuff like that.
For sure. Man, that being said, who are some of your musical influences? Because you got a different kind of style, you know what I mean?
I mean, obviously, we'll touch on the obvious, the Juggalo community. Like, everybody in there from Violent J all the way down through Twisted and ABK, A&B, all them guys. Tupac, Dre, that whole council and court are greats. And just a bunch of locals and stuff like that throughout the years. I mean, I'd have to say one of the most influential locals that I know of is my buddy Yodelo, and he's the one that got me into the whole cadence that I carry. Cause he was like, look man, I need somebody to come over and rap with, and it's hard for me to rap because everybody else is so slow. I need you to pick your cadence up. And I was like, cool. And then it's just like, you know, looking up over my shoulder whenever we're stepping up out of the house. Cause if I don't take it down from police, I'm taking bullets up off of this lounge. You know what I'm saying? Like, it flowed. And he was like, oh man, hell yeah. So like, that's where I got my style from. So if I gotta, yeah, be my boy Yodelo for sure. Like a big influence in like a lot of 90s rappers, man.
That's dope. I definitely could feel that, man. But your first answer, girl, pretty good to the next one. What is it that intrigued you about the Juggalo movement and lifestyle?
I mean, I like the sense of family that we had. I don't know, here lately it's kind of changed a little bit, but when I was a Juggalo in, you know, the shit with it, it was a family thing.
Right. You was a Juggalo when it was a... It's almost like a whole other time.
We literally still got spit on back when I was a Juggalo by people because they were like, oh, y'all are just some like grungy ass clown motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Y'all were some grease paint Kiss wannabe rap ass motherfuckers and get out of, like, they wouldn't even, I got no respect. I didn't get coochie until the Wraith of Shangri-La came out because of the fact that I was a Juggalo. Like, I mean, come on, bro.
Wow.
That's all right, though.
Right. It's a different time now.
Oh, yeah, no, I joined the Marines, and it changed it. Like I said, it's all about the people that I met in my life. And I'd have to say, throughout time, like, the people that I've met throughout my life have really influenced and changed my style for the better. And I appreciate that. So, if they're watching, like, yo, hey, thank y'all.
Shout out to them, for real. Man, when you were deployed, were you doing music? Were you writing bars? Were you jotting anything down during that time?
I was. My buddy Spike, he's got like hours and hours of just videotape because, you know, like it's real hard for me to write. So he's got hours and hours of just videotape of me sitting there rapping over one beat or another beat, or hey man, that didn't go right, go back and reword that, you know, like real creative raw process and stuff. And so yeah, I mean it did.
Okay. What inspired your logo? For those of you out there who don't know, that character you see on the screen behind us, that's his logo right there. Like what inspired the logo?
That whole thing, I mean, it was an interpretation of myself.
When did you get that? What year?
Shit. Got it in 09. I was overseas, man. Like, I got it overseas.
It's kind of blurry.
Well, I mean, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to get in trouble because technically I wasn't supposed to do it. That's destruction of government property.
Hey, highly classified, top secret James Bond level classified.
No, but I was overseas. I can't remember when, but I was overseas and whatnot. And throughout my deployment, my buddy was like, hey, I'll do it for you and some shit. Did it. And something happened, so it never got finished and shit. And so that's how it's remained. I'm eventually going to get it shaded, colored, touched up, finished out, but I just left it alone. That, and I mean, you know, I don't never do anything, but yeah, that's what it was supposed to be, an interpretation of what I saw myself as a Juggalo character or something like that.
That's live. That's live. Make sure y'all go check out the mixtape Street Marines for the details, because we got some serious Bruce Wayne level secret shit going on, you know what I mean? was just fooling with y'all, man. But for real, man, for those of y'all that don't know, I'm the one who digitized the image, brought it to current status. But it was crazy to me. That was the first time I took a tattoo and worked on it, and it just was a whole crazy experience. But
I'm gonna tell you, man, I appreciate that. That work you did was amazing. It came out fresh as hell, and I was excited because I was like, wait, hold on, you're telling me him and this other person collabed on that stuff? And Red was like, yeah, man. And I was like, got it here, bro. He's like, yeah, that's the first time they've come together too. And I was like, dude, like, for real, mile markers was in the books, man. That made me proud. It made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? That, like, I was able to give y'all the opportunity to come together and work on my art and make it look so damn fresh. So thank y'all. I appreciate that. Mad shout out.
Oh, most definitely, man. Most definitely. It was a real fun project. Man, do you got any final words or shout outs you wanna put out there, man?
Yeah, man. I wanna shout out motherfucking FPC, the whole crew, Chief, K-Man, Slim, fucking Red, Plug Entertainment. Appreciate y'all putting me on like that, man. For real. Check them out. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Twisted Mind Solo. Y'all can hit up my YouTube at Solo Atari. Fucking Hip Hop Zone Global, for real, man. I mean, y'all put me on hard, so shout out to y'all too, man. Shout out to my boy Mexican Osama, because I know you be watching this, man. And you be mad if I don't say something, so holla at me, homie.
Shout out to the homie, man. One more time for the people in the back who didn't hear, let them know where they could find you at, your music at, and all of that.
Again, you can find me on Instagram at Twisted Mind Solo. It's TWIZTED _, or Minds MINDS _ Solo. You can find me on YouTube at Solo Atari, SOLOATARI. Check me out, man. It's all over the place.
Check him out, for real. That boy got bars. Yo, this has been the G-Way. This is DJ DC. This is Hip Hop Zone Global. We'll catch y'all next time. Holla.